Hello, North Country, and welcome to Bailey Avenue Field in Plattsburgh for Champlain Valley Athletic Conference High School Football. Our contest, the homecoming weekend game for Seton Catholic Central. Their opponents, the Plattsburgh High School Hornets. I'm Foxy Gagnon, along with Laura Gagnon on camera, Eric Gagnon on stats, and my broadcast partner for the past 8 years, the Plattsburgh North Stars football analyst and high school football analyst, Goose Gagnon. Goose, homecoming game, always a fun time. Bailey Avenue Field, always a fun time.
That's right. Friday night, you're playing your crosstown rivals. What else could you ask for? Beautiful night for football. Just enough chill in the air for the hot chocolate to taste good, Foxy. And I'll tell you, let's look for a good game tonight. I'm hoping for a good game.
Yes. Now, if we look at the seasons, first the visitors, Plattsburgh High School. They've had some close ball games. They've been on the short end. They're still looking for their first win.
That's right, Foxy, and this would make their season right here if they could come up with the upset over Seton. This would make their whole season, Foxy. You know it, I know it, everybody in the stands know it, and that's what they're shooting for. Because if you look on paper, you say, well, Seton should win the game, Foxy. But that's why they play these games, and hey, if Seton shows up on the field and thinks just showing up on the field they're going to win the game, they got another thing to think about. But Larry Carpenter has them prepared for that. I know that, and he'll have his team prepared for this game.
Okay, well, you took the words right out of my mouth, Goose, because my comments about Seton Catholic, they have 3 wins, 2 losses, and as always, a pretty solid fundamental football team.
That's right, Foxy, and going to see my favorite play tonight, running the football. Zach Adams will run the ball probably 22, 23, 24 times, Foxy. So the key for the Hornets is stop the run. If Adams has 6 long runs, Seton's going to win the ball game big.
Okay, well, maybe we can get the stat man to keep track of that. Long runs, what do you call that? 15 yards or more? 20 yards or more?
Yeah, we'll go with 15 or more.
Okay. We're at Plattsburgh High School, coached by Clayton Morris in his 2nd season as the head coach of the Varsity Hornets, assisted by Matt Rogers and Peter McMillan. And across the field, the home team, Seton Catholic Knights, coached by Larry Carpenter, assisted by Jeff Way and Gary Ryan. We want to say right at the top, thanks to Frechette Grocery on Margaret Street, and thanks to them for their support of youth sports on television and support of our endeavors. And Goose, you'll have more about that later, I assume, huh?
Yes, I got a whole crew of names to talk about that work down there.
Okay. Seton will kick to Plattsburgh. And Goose, you're going to help me as much as you can with those numbers on those Seton jerseys.
You'll have trouble with that.
Oh.
I heard that you put in a word to Larry Carpenter to try to get the new uniforms for next year so you could see them better.
That's right. Dan Lemke steps it off.
Barry and Richmond are deep.
Ben Barry and Dominic Richmond are the deep men for the Hornets. Both speedy runners. They kick it deep. It goes to Richmond. On the run, off his hands from the 8, Ben Barry. Looks for room, sidesteps, digs, still on his feet, returns it to the 30. A 22-yard return by Ben Barry, tackled on the play by John Haberstroh. Plattsburgh in business at their 31-yard line. Quarterback Josh McMillan. McMillan, 12 completions in 57 attempts. He has 2 touchdown passes this season. Big man, middle of the defensive line, number 78 for Seton is Ethan Norcross. McMillan comes out passing and overshoots Mike Carey, number 22.
And I think that's what the Hornets have to do, Foxy, is come right out and open it up and come right after Seton Knights. You can't really sit back and maybe try a couple running plays and see what Seton's going to do. But, I think you got to come right out after them. And hey, I'd like to see something long in this first series.
Omar Batter, the center, number 59, the 2nd and 10 for the Hornets. Carries, tripped up. Nice job defensively. Oh, I'll never get that number. It's 20-something. Well, I'll tell you, I saw the back of his jersey. It's 20, and I can pick out Seth Adams in a crowd.
Foxy, boy, you're right on it.
We got our spotters in front of us. They're going to help us. Because they've been around a football field before.
We got some spotters tonight?
Oh, the Berto gang isn't far away. They're going to spot for us. 3rd and 7 for Plattsburgh. McMillan to pass. Over the middle, misses Berto.
And he was open, Foxy.
Yes. Not much time for McMillan. The heat was on.
That's right. And I think you got to get the ball in Berto's hands. He's a good athlete, and let him run with the ball and see what he can do. But you got to get the ball to him.
4th down, Nate Durkee back to punt it away for Plattsburgh. One man back for Seton, and that's Keith Kane. High snap, sent Durkee retreating.
Not a good punt.
Line drive kick around midfield. Bounces into Knights territory. Hornet roll, and it will be Seton ball. We're in the first quarter. The score on the Frechette's grocery scoreboard, Plattsburgh 0, Seton Catholic 0. Seton Catholic ball at their own 44. Their first possession of the game. Quarterback O'Connor. Anna Adams carries it into Plattsburgh territory.
And that's a big gainer. Call it what, 7 yards?
Zach Adams wears number 24. Carson Drexler wears number 1 tonight. Not his usual jersey, but he's in the number 1. That was a program change. O'Connor at quarterback. 14 completions in 43 attempts. He has 5 touchdown passes. 2nd and 3. First down.
And as you can see, Foxy, the Knights aren't trying anything fancy. Straight ahead running, straight ahead blocking, and the offensive line is open and good hold for Adams. He picked up a first down on his first 2 carries.
Adams, of course, the leading runner in the CVAC, coming into this game by far the most carries, 126 plus a couple tonight, 626 yards coming into the ball game. Fumble! Pile up. Plattsburgh signals they have it. We'll wait for the refs to sort this one out. Seton retains possession, and despite the fumble, they pick up a couple. 2nd and 7. Ball now at the Hornets' 42-yard line.
Hey, Foxy, our referees tonight, the head referee is Bruce McCormick.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Umpire Jim Tebow.
One of my favorites.
Line judge Ed Barry. Head linesman Ed Lamars. And the timekeeper is Steve Matthews.
They're all my favorites. And a couple of those guys refereed the JV game not too long ago. 2nd and 7. Some Hornet got a hand on him on the line of scrimmage.
And Adams again carrying the ball, Foxy. Chris, workhorse for him.
Chris LeGree might have been in on the tackle there. Might have caused the runner to lose his balance. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. Make it a long 3. Michelle Bedard is in the building. How are you? It's always nice to come to Bailey Avenue on a Friday night, and a lot of the students that know us from a few years ago stop by and say hello. Adams.
They stopped him.
They hemmed him in. It's going to be short of a first down, so it's going to be 4th and a long yard.
I think Seton will go for it here, Foxy.
Well, they're at the Hornet 36-yard line. O'Connor runs to the sidelines after each play and then hustles onto the field with the call in the huddle. 4th and a long one.
He got it.
Stacked up, but yes, it looks as though he got the first down. We'll wait for the signal again. It is.
First down. On at 33-yard line.
Laura Gagnon on camera, Eric Gagnon on stats. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Goose Gagnon, bringing you Champlain Valley Athletic Conference high school football from Bailey Avenue on a Friday night. Seton on the move. They've picked up a couple of first downs already, and the drive continues from the 33.
That was Girardi, I believe. 42?
Joe Girardi. Don't the Yankees play tonight?
Yankees play
Is he on the Yankees still? He's on the Angels now, though, isn't he? His baseball season. He's still a Yankee, Joe Girardi? Second and 3, and the Seton line busting some holes. Adams.
First down.
Another first down. You give the ball to Adams. He picks up his 4 or 5 yards, and the drive stays alive. Drexler split left, and Kane split to the right from the 20. They pitch. Adams caught there. I'll tell you who made it. Chris LeGree.
I'll tell you, that's what they need to do.
He shot right in there, sliced across, made a tackle. A lot of Plattsburgh High School junior varsity Hornets in the crowd tonight. They're celebrating their victory in the junior varsity game, 24-12 over the Seton Catholic JV football team. Loss of 5 on the play, so it's a 2nd and 15. The first time the Knights have gone in reverse. They pitch. Adams can't turn the corner, but then goes straight up. Across the field, and he's gone. A 24-yard touchdown run.
And Foxy, he found no room over there. On the far end, the Hornets played it real good. Forced him into the inside, but he's such a good athlete. He picked up some blockers, and then he had daylight. There's one big run, Foxy.
That's right. Adams' 7th touchdown of the season. And the 3-2 Seton Catholic Knights are on the board. Six and a half minutes into the game. Lemke, the extra point attempt is good. Yes, line drive and just made it over by inches. In the first quarter, 5:32 remaining. The score on the Frechette's Grocery scoreboard is Seton Catholic 7, Plattsburgh High School 0. Seton scoring drive, 10 plays, 56 yards, all on the ground. They're up 7-0. Those stats courtesy of the stat man. Lemke boots it. It's a nice one. Richmond at his feet, scoops it at the 15. Looks to the outside. Oh, and he's down just crossed the 20. Dominic Richmond with the return. And the Plattsburgh offense out onto the field for the second time tonight.
Remaining in the first period.
It's Berto split to the right from the Plattsburgh 23-yard line. McMillan goes to work, handoff in the backfield, everything's stacked up. Still on his feet.
Hey, got a good game.
Who carried it? Yeah, who did that?
How about number 28?
28 Barry?
That's right. Boy, you're right on the ball.
Well, 28's Ben Barry. Plattsburgh playing without Joe Miscavige, and that hurts. He's quite a linebacker. And also, when we saw him play against Saranac, he was a tough runner out of the backfield.
That's right. Good inside runner where that tough yardage is hard to come by.
2nd and 6 for the Hornets. They've moved it to the 26.
Oh my.
Flag thrown.
Flag on the play.
Nick Walker, the ball carrier.
We got a face mask here for Foxy. It might be the 15-yard type.
And if it is, that would certainly give Plattsburgh the first down. Seton's defense marching backwards. Well, they're stepping it off here. 15-yard penalty. Brings the ball to the 36-yard line. That'll move the chain gang. It'll be a first down, Plattsburgh. Ooh, a late hit is the call. Personal foul, late hit. 4:39 remaining in the first quarter. Seton 7, Plattsburgh 0. Zach Adams with the touchdown for Seton. Oh boy, Barry got hit hard. He
hit by about 3 Seton Knights all at the same time.
And Goose, feel free to pick out those tacklers because those numbers are a blur to me.
20 and 1.
20 and 1. 1 is Drexler, 20 is Seth Adams. Maybe if I don't know, I'll say those names 75% of the time. I'll be right. 2nd and 8 for the Hornets. Batter at center, Josh McMillan, the quarterback. Carey in the slot. Oh, pitch out to Walker, but no place to go.
Haberstroh, isn't that?
Yes, it is.
7?
Which one is it?
I gotta look on the program, Foxy. How about Billy?
You're right. It was Bill.
There's a good open field tackle right there, Foxy. If he doesn't make the tackle, that's a good gainer.
Now, when this 3rd and 15 situation, watch Keith Kane, number 11. He has 4 interceptions on the season. He'll keep an eye on Berto. McMillan looks, pass downfield. McMillan overshoots Carey. Carey was open at the 45.
Carey was wide open, Foxy. The Seton Knights had a mix-up back there, and nobody was on this guy. I'm sure the Hornets are going to see that and come back to that play.
So Plattsburgh once again will boot it away. 2 possessions, and they haven't been able to move the ball into Knights territory. Again, a high snap, almost blocked. Durkee got off a nice punt, all things considered. And it's down there by Steve Baudet of Plattsburgh. It'll be Seton Catholic ball, 2:55 remaining in the first quarter. The score on the Frechette Grocery scoreboard is Seton 7, Plattsburgh 0. Seton ball from their own 39 for their second possession of the game. Adams into the secondary, head down, 10 yards there, maybe 9.
Maybe 9, Foxy, you're right.
Eddie Lamarche eyeballs it, he spots it, a 9-yard pickup by Zach Adams. I can see the numbers now that they're right in front of me, Goose. I can see these numbers. 42 is out there talking for Seton. That's Joe Girardi.
Now, Foxy, here it is, 2nd and short, about a yard. Seton Knights have been running. A nice play action pass right here, I think would work real good.
Okay, John Bell is on the line for Seton, number 66. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 48. Knights territory. They run. Adams got the first down.
First down for Adams. Into his territory.
We'll look for those numbers.
Tackled by Carey on the play.
54, and they give Carey credit for the tackle, along with number 54, Josh Coral. Adams moves it to the Hornets 48. Under 2 minutes remaining first quarter, a fast first quarter. Drexler comes our way, gives us a wave. He's split to the left.
There's Girardi. What a nice run there, Foxy. There was nothing really there, and he just leaped over the pile, spun, and picked up good yardage. Seton Knights having all their own way running the football, Foxy.
About a 7-yard pickup, 6-yard pickup. We'll call it 2nd and 4 right here from the Plattsburgh 42. Just a minute 8 remaining in the first quarter. Kane in motion, and there was movement on the Seton line.
Oh, you spotted that real good, Foxy.
Well, I can see the big jerseys moving. I just can't tell you what number jersey was moving. Well, they'll step that one off. Second and 8. O'Connor puts in some mileage during a game. They ought to put one of those little tachometers on him to see how far he runs during the course of a ball game. Kane repositions. Tight end Jacob Herrica repositions. Drexler had gone to the right. He comes left, waves at us again. He keeps waving at us. What's that all about? Kane in motion, and a flag thrown. Procedure penalty.
Boy, and Larry Carpenter ain't gonna like this, I know that.
Absolutely.
Address that at halftime, I bet. If not, by the time the offense goes over on the sideline.
Yes, those kind of penalties, uncharacteristic of the Seton team. Just 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ball back into Knights territory at the 49. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Goose Gagnon bringing you CVAC High School Football. 6th week of the season. O'Connor to pass. Downfield. Drexler has it.
Beauty!
Around the 20. O'Connor hits Carson Drexler.
You know, and good coverage there by McMillan, Foxy. You can't fault him for it. O'Connor just put it perfectly so it couldn't get knocked away, and if it didn't get caught, it's incomplete, but a beautiful catch and a beautiful pass.
Ryan O'Connor, certainly not superstitious. He wears jersey number 13. I can see that. Now from the Hornets 20. How many first downs for Seton? 5 first downs.
Hard to see in here, huh, Foxy? We need some light.
Let's get some lights. We played a quarter. The score on the Frechette's grocery scoreboard. Seton Catholic 7 and Plattsburgh High School 0. From the 20, a reverse in the backfield. Kane with the ball, but oh, he broke the tackle. Keith Kane broke a tackle, which would have been like no gain. Instead, he moves it inside the 15-yard line. Let me tell you, and there's a lot of players, future football players, right down here in the end zone having a little gang tackling assignment here. I don't know. Did you ever do that, Goose?
Oh, yes, all the time.
You just call like pigs in a pile or something? What do they call that? Gang tackling everybody. Here we go. 2nd and 5.
Uh-oh, bad hit.
Adams still on his feet. Gang tackled on the far sidelines. What'd you do last Saturday, Goose?
Oh, I went to one heck of a wedding.
Let me tell you. Hey, we were at the wedding of Kyle Berto, Nikki O'Hara. Congratulations to both of them. It was such a whale of a time. We saw so many friends there and everything.
We should have had the camera, Fox.
Oh, what a show that would have been. And I'm going to see if they want to do it again next weekend. Come on, that would be so much fun.
Boy, you could have put together a good all-star team there. There was some athletes.
There were some athletes. We sat with Booker and Steve Laurie, some athletes right there.
Oh, yes. Uh-oh.
Adams digs right up the middle. And Adams is inside the 10-yard line. There's just underway. We're a minute into the second quarter, but once again, Seton Catholic knocking on the Hornets' door.
They're just having their way with the running game, Foxy. And, Larry Carpenter will just keep running the ball, throw a pass in there every now and then. And, he'll, wherever works, they'll keep doing it.
1st and goal. Where are they, Eric? At the 7? O'Connor looks at the Hornet defense. He's set. Given the backfield. Nice job slicing across. Plattsburgh 71, Brett Baker. Was that 7? Well, I give up. Can you see those numbers, good Goose?
Well, that was a run by Girardi.
I know, but who tackled him?
Well, you can't see the Hornets?
I thought I saw a 71, but now I don't see a 71 out there.
51.
Oh, 51. Well, that's different. I know who that is.
Who's that?
Chris will agree. He always wears 51. 2nd and goal from the 4.
There's Adams. He's in.
And Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the second quarter. Zach Adams from 4 yards out for the score to make it 13-0 Seton. We're going to talk some more football right after as we get set for the next kickoff. Talk some football on another level.
Okay.
Let's talk a little semi-pro football. Some changes coming around there.
There is.
Lemke's point after this one, he got the elevation he likes. O'Connor holds and Seton adds the point. With 9:55 remaining in the second quarter, the score is Seton Catholic 14 and Plattsburgh High School 0. Lemke's feet have been busy already tonight. He'll kick it again. This one comes up short, bounced around. Hornets better just sit on it, and they're down. That's Josh Coro, and it will be called down because the knee was down. The guest in our press box in the second quarter, Steve Frenier, President General Manager of, I almost said Plattsburgh North Stars. Is it official?
It's official on the 14th.
Okay, then President General Manager of the Plattsburgh North Stars. Or has the 14th gone by?
No.
Okay, then it's not official.
Hold on.
I'll bite my tongue. Semi-pro football, the Empire Football League, and Steve, welcome, and you can let us in on whatever changes that you want, but there's bright days ahead for the North Stars.
Oh, there's a lot of great days coming ahead of the North Stars. Of course,
McMillan to pass, and he's sacked. Again, no time whatsoever. What's the number of the sack, Goose?
62?
Well, I've got the old score sheet. Jim Verspa is 62. Okay, Steve?
as everybody knows, we are going to be around again next year, and we're going to be bigger and better. We have a lot of good commitments from some good athletes that people will recognize. Beefy Way, when he played at Peru, then he went on and played at St. Lawrence. He's coming out to play next year. He's already made a commitment. Him and his wife, And he said that
His wife's going to play?
no, but
Oh.
he was okay to play.
Oh, that's important.
And Kenny Hackett from Sable area, he's coming out to play. Of course, all these guys, we kind of snookered them into playing. They're playing with our flag football team, the Subway Stars, and they're having such a good time with that, they want to come out and try to help us out in the football field.
3rd and 10 for Plattsburgh from the 26-yard line. And Seton defense just not letting anything happen. Ball carrier there, Plattsburgh, was Ben Blake. Blake switches jerseys. He's worn 4 different numbers this year depending on where his position is. So Nate Durkee is back to punt. He stands at his own 10-yard line, and he'll punt it away. Back is Keith Kane for Seton.
I'll tell you what,
Nice kick from Durkee.
if Seton comes after it, they're going to block it.
And Berto there to down it at the 40. It will be Seton Catholic ball. Steve, other things happening?
Yeah, we are, I can let it out of the bag.
Because this will air after the 14th.
Yes, but we can let it out of the bag anyways. Next year, and you guys will be the official, you're the official carrier of the North Stars, and it'll be called Lake City Stars. In 1999, we're changing our team colors. We're going to go with gold helmets, gold pants, and maroon jerseys for home, and white jerseys, gold pants, gold helmet for on the road. And it's a new look. We're kind of excited about it.
So are we. Adams carries, ran into heavy traffic, but got to the 45.
He runs hard, Foxy.
Adams runs hard. Barry there in on the tackle, as well as Chris Legree.
So Lake City Stars we're going to be called now.
Lake City Stars, and you know, we kind of put our heads together and had a lot of thought about it and saying, are we destroying something that you know, the previous people built? I don't think so, because what we're trying to do is expand. Everybody thinks it's only Plattsburgh team, and we want to let everybody know it's from Montreal to Vermont to Saranac Lake to Pepper Lake. So we kind of got the lake involved.
Plattsburgh comes out of with the ball. Don't ask me how that happened, but Ben Blake came out of the pile with the ball. So he must have just stolen the ball away from Adams. Adams on the carry, but a huge turnover, and Plattsburgh has the ball. They're down 14-0, but they've got it in Knights territory.
Big turnover there, Foxy. That's what the Hornets needed. It was a turnover. Now they got to do something with the ball. Convert the turnover into points.
Okay, Berto splits right. Omar Batter, the center, over the ball. Kyle Ross split left. Ben Barry in motion. McMillan. Oh boy, no place to go. He's dropped at the 50. And with the tackle is Seth Adams. Well, as everyone moves towards the millennium, maybe it is time for a change. Everybody's looking to the future, and this is the future of the Plattsburgh North Stars.
And, well, what we're hoping is that, you know, since Jerry retired, he was one of the last original North Stars. I mean, we get him coming and going, but some of the guys want to have a new face on the team. They want to, you know, they always say we can't change things. Well, we're going to change things. With Ed as our new head coach, I'll let you guys take this play.
Pitch from McMillan to Barry, but just no place to go. That Seton defense has been stingy all year. They've only given up so many points in the season. I'll tell you how many, Goose. Get this.
We need a light in here, Bob.
Seton has only surrendered 56 points all season.
That's pretty good for a high school football team.
Yes, yes. 3rd and 12 for Plattsburgh. It's Steve Bodette, tight end left side. From the Seton 48-yard line. Pass. They lofted out, but just overshooting the tight end, Bodette.
Now, Steve, I got a question. Did Did you have to go to the league and get any kind of permission to change names? Was there anything involved there, or you could just go ahead and do this?
Well, I called Gary Shevers, and I asked Gary if we could change our name and change our colors. We're really just changing the first name. We're still known as the Stars.
Oh, there'll be a penalty there as Durkee went down. Durkee was hit by one, if not two, charging Knights, and he's still on the ground. He's still on the ground back here with the penalty flag right near his feet. He's clearing out the cobwebs. Durkee gets up, helped by some teammates, and that'll be a first down for Plattsburgh, more than likely.
You know, that was a good play by Seton, because the last 2 or 3 punts that PHS had, the ball was almost snapped over his head, so they sent a couple players, and
they really went after it.
Yeah, they went after it, and if the ball would have been, that time it was a good snap and a good kick.
So the name change was basically approved by the league, no problems. And
yeah, because I went down after our Albany game. We have a meeting right after to set up all the playoff structure, and I kind of made an announcement. I had the helmet and the jersey and the pants there, and I tell you, I think all the other teams are envy of what we got, you know, because we're coming out with brand new stuff, and we ordered 65 new helmets, and all the jerseys and pants are paid for, and they're on their way, and we're kind of excited about it.
Plattsburgh from the Seton 33 for a new set of downs. McMillan sets and almost picked off, knocked away.
Oh, yes, Foxy. I got a glimpse of these uniforms already.
Nice looking, huh?
Oh, jeez. Yes,
maroon and gold, or am I supposed to say that?
Yeah, we talked about it already.
Yeah, maroon and gold.
Geez,
I like those colors.
Almost looks like Florida State.
Yeah, I like those colors.
Well, we got the Florida State look with a little bit of Notre Dame gold pants, because it would have been really too much cost in buying all the Florida State looking uniforms.
Give straight up the gut, stop, ball came loose, but after the whistle, and it'll still be Plattsburgh ball.
But still, that's a big cost to be able to make a change like this,
well,
Steve.
Yeah, we're lucky we got a person that's we're lucky that we have somebody in Plattsburgh that likes the football program, and they're willing to spend that kind of money. And if it wasn't for Sam, we wouldn't really have a lot to, you know, he's always out bailing out the North Stars, or, you know, and this year he really wants to get us on a good foot.
Third down play for Plattsburgh at the 33. McMillan straight back. Now he rolls. Picks up maybe a couple. Well, for the traditionalists, you have to keep in mind, even the Brooklyn Dodgers became the Los Angeles Dodgers, and they still won some games, Steve. So even a traditionalist such as myself, I'm behind everything wholeheartedly. And also, thanks to you and Ed McAllister, the head coach, a letter in the paper recently in the Press Republican, letter to the editor, Ed McAllister wrote on behalf of the North Stars organization, and we were included in the thank you. We were very happy, and especially all four of us were included. Sometimes Foxy and Goose get the attention, but the hard workers, you notice right now, the only two people working, Eric the stat man and Laura on camera. Let's give her a break. 3:36 remaining in the second quarter, and the score on the Frechette's grocery scoreboard is Seton 14 and Plattsburgh 0. Seton with 90 yards ahead of them from their own 10. And Adams, boy, he's tough to bring down. A solid runner, and he picks up 5, 6, and he does that with about every carry.
Well, that's why he's the leading rusher in the league, Foxy.
Rogers is second from Saranac Lake, and he'll have to have a big game tomorrow, because Adams certainly on his way to a big game tonight. We've been talking with Steve Frenier, the president general manager of the North Stars. Wide open spaces up to the 30. And Joe Girardi with the carry. So just when you want a key on Zach Adams,
give it to the fullback.
And Girardi's going to get you some. In this case, more than some, and he's lugged it to the 30-yard line.
You know, and year after year, Seton Catholic has a good quality running back, Foxy. You know, every year they find somebody.
Nice tackle there by Ben Blake.
That's right. There's a good tackle.
Second and
2nd and 9 for Seton Catholic. Just 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining until halftime. So, Steve, basically the '98 season is into the books. You'll have your usual banquet award ceremony type of thing, I assume. And
yeah, we're doing that on October 24th because we want to finish up the '98 season as soon as we can forget about this season.
Close the books there. Flag thrown, and
you got to call it there, Fox.
Why?
Interference. There was contact before the ball got there.
Pass interference, Hornets.
Got to call it.
Let's look at the stats. With 1:45 remaining in the first half, Plattsburgh, McMillan 0 of 5 passing, and O'Connor 1 for 1. Plattsburgh 2 first downs, and Seton 7. Both Plattsburgh first downs via the penalty rule. They were achieved on penalties. Third down conversions, Plattsburgh 0 of 5, Seton 1 of 2. What was that? Another first down, make it 8. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Seton, O'Connor to pass. Oh, he had time. He had time. Broken up by Ben Blake.
Another nice play by Benny Blake.
His folks aren't too far away. I looked over, I leaned out of our front window of our press box, and the Blake family was celebrating on that one. So anything else you'd like to tell us, Steve, before we kick you out of our Dames Rental Center press box?
No, it was great again to have you guys around, and it's great to come to these high school football games and see all the parents and the kids come and support the area high schools.
Future stars out here, future stars.
We'd like to grab some of these future stars. Of course, everybody remembers Ed Trombley, the big 340-pound offensive lineman from Mariah.
That's 340 pounds before lunch.
Yeah, he's also 6'2", 6'3", so he is playing with us. He's called Coach McAllister, plus he's sent word down with Mark Golden that he is going to play North Star football. He's getting done at Canton at the end of the season. He's not playing football there, and he misses it, so he wants to come and play for us next year. So,
well, great news there. Of course,
open arms.
Open arms.
Of course, a lot of people are talking throughout the North Country, wondering if anyone will wear number 40 next season for the Stars, and that jersey number's been vacant for a few years, and we'll look forward. Who knows? Maybe number 40 will.
Will there be a number 40 printed in these new uniforms? That's what I want to know.
There is a 40 being printed.
There's a 40 being printed. Big news there. Okay, let me tell you, we are late in the first half. Look at that Casey Myers hustle. Look at this guy hustle. He's got those water jugs. He worked the JV game. Now he's working the varsity game. All he had time for was like half a sandwich in between games, the poor guy. But in the JV game, we saw him washing his hands just before he ate his sandwich. Boy, he's a good fella. He's filling up those jugs now. That's Casey Myers, number 81 of the Jaguars in the PAL football program. Flag thrown here. Oh, did you see? Eddie Lamar threw that one sky high.
That's a big flag. You know, that's bigger than usual.
Teddy's?
Yeah.
Well, we could ask about that.
Game last night. I thought because it was kids, he had to have big ones, but he even uses it in high school.
Well, we could ask about that. That might be an interesting interview.
I don't think it's regulation size.
1:28 remaining in the first half.
For the TV.
Yeah. Well, I need something that big to spot it. My eyes aren't the way they used to be. Richie Dahl strolls by. Oh, we could talk about him.
Oh, almost a nice catch.
O'Connor looking for Seth Adams. And Richie Dahl, I know we didn't get a chance to show him, but Richie Dahl strolled by. He had one big year of high school football.
Where did he play?
Our Lady of Victory. He transferred from Dannemora, which didn't have football. He had never played football. He teamed up with Carl King, and there was Terry Paul Hemus in the end spot, Richie Dahl in the backfield. The Foxes only lost one game all season. And Carl King could remember the details of that one. That one loss. Poor Carl got injured and didn't play in the first half. Fumble following the return. Now you say no.
I say the ground caused that, Foxy. I don't think that was a fumble. I think he was down, his legs are down. But no, they're calling it Seton ball, but I don't agree with it.
Fumble on the return, so Plattsburgh thought they had their hands on it. Instead, they surrender it. And with 1:08, Seton is back in business. Well, we already look forward to the 1999 season in the Empire Football League. We hope to be back here for another season, and we'll have a whole new look for the North Stars. Quick pass over the middle, complete to Seth Adams.
45 seconds remain in the half.
Clock stopped momentarily, and now it starts. Clock stopped to move the chains only.
I'm surprised that they're huddling up here, Foxy.
35 seconds remaining, and the ball at the 35. Hornets territory. Seton wants one more score before halftime. They lead 14-0 on two Zach Adams touchdown runs. Flag thrown again, huge.
Now, Foxy, one of the things that the Hornets were having trouble in the games that we saw, penalties. But I haven't seen too many penalties in this game for the Hornets.
Well, we're going to check the stat man. Just one penalty.
You know, so you kind of got to, one of the things that you addressed, in practice was to cut down on penalties. They have done that.
24 seconds remaining in the first half. The score on the Frichette's grocery scoreboard is Seton 14, Plattsburgh 0. Ball at the Plattsburgh 40. O'Connor's going to wing it over the middle of the field, incomplete. Good coverage there. That's Steve Bodette with coverage on Carson Drexler. 19 seconds on the clock. Our guest has been Steve Frenier, President, General Manager of the Plattsburgh North Stars, now known officially by the time this airs as the Lake City Stars. We'll have to get used to saying that, Goose.
Now, all statistics and from year to year, they'll still be intact.
Everything carries
over.
Airs it out, complete to Drexler. Good coverage there, McMillan. Clock keeps running. Is it going to be a first down? It's close to a first down. It is a first down. Well, is it? They stopped the clock with 8 seconds.
Well, they lost a lot of time now.
Yes. Well, yes, it's not a first down. It's missing a first down by inches. And again, timeout on the field. Well, that's good to hear about the records and so forth will still be intact. Franchise, that's still considered the same franchise, just...
Well, we're just changing the nickname, what you would call it. It's still going to be
Right.
Plattsburgh Football Club Incorporated.
Right.
But we're just changing the nicknames from Plattsburgh North Stars to Lake City Stars.
And we'll have to get used to saying, and the score, and you're watching the Stars television network instead of the North Stars television.
Well, I'm sure we're going to make some mistakes, Foxy. We're going to.
Well, I'll practice it all off season.
The North Stars that.
Oh,
we
no.
get all excited. I know you'll make the first mistake.
You think so? I'll bet you a bag of donuts on this
Okay,
one.
we got a bet.
Who's the first one next season to say North Stars instead of Stars? We got a bag of donuts riding on this one.
Well, we're going to give you guys a lot of practice all winter long because we're going to be doing a lot of little press conferences and a lot of new fundraisers.
Give us a call. I'll try to stick Goose with a bag of donuts. Out of the shotgun, 3rd down and short. Uh-oh, where's the ball? O'Connor, he didn't get on it. Now he does, and he's landed.
And that's a half.
Durkee was there for Plattsburgh along with Nick Walker to end the first half. Thanks to Steve Frenier, and good luck to the Stars, Steve.
Thank you.
At halftime, the score on the Frechette's Grocery scoreboard is Seton Catholic 14, Plattsburgh High School 0. Nah, I guess he's not going to do it. Tyson Tyrell kicks off to Seton Catholic, bounces at the 30, goes out of bounds.
Foxy, the unofficial total yardage for the first half, Seton Catholic 164, the Hornets 22. They got to do a lot better than that, Foxy, to close the gap.
The 2 touchdowns both scored by Zach Adams and the kicker Dan Lemke with both point afters through the uprights. That's the 14 points for Seton Catholic.
We got to get a re-kick, apparently offside.
Well, the procedure penalty.
Oh, there's a football coming up in the stands. Not Gerald was going to dive for a fumble.
So Tyson Tyrell will do it again. The kickoff. 25-yard line. Who carried it? 24, Adams. Zach Adams took it on the run.
On their own 36 yard line.
Couldn't see that, Bob?
I can't see those numbers in Seton's jerseys. But I'll be going for an eye checkup, I think, in a couple weeks.
I can't see him either.
All good. Coach Craig Berto can't see him either. I feel a little bit better. Well, you're a young guy. You got young eyes. 37-yard line.
Oh, they might have to hold
Knights
the game
territory.
Up here. You gotta hold the game up here.
Yep, somebody had to hustle on the field to get the, oh boy, he really hustled
boy,
too. Who was that? He's a hustler. Get him in uniform.
They might put a
Who was that
uniform on
guy?
and send him on the sprint. Send him on the fly.
Mike Winicky, yes, that's Mike Winicky of the junior varsity team.
We got 5 on the foot.
He's speedy. Just underway in the third quarter.
6 on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4 for Seton Catholic. We want to thank everyone's at Frechette's Grocery for their support.
That's Judy and Bruce. And hey, their crew down there, Pam, Jenna, Maureen, Terry, Jolene, Dan, Chad, and Angel. And they're big fans of the public access channel. They watch us all the time, Foxy. So I'd like to thank them.
I like them all.
Hey, we got any fans of the game?
Yes, we have a fan of the game.
Did you tell me?
George Ciccone. Now this time, not the famous Tony Ciccone. Everybody knows him.
Yeah, but
This
George-
is, yes, brother George Ciccone. They watch us on our games that we do. In fact, he was telling us last week he rented $12 worth of videos. $12 worth, started watching one of our games and never used the videos and had to bring them back.
I had to bring it back, cost him $12. And he said he's all good. written videos, and he's going to just watch us.
That's good.
So that qualified him for
Fan of the game, George Ciccone. Another first down for Seton Catholic. Seton now with 10 first downs to 2 for Plattsburgh. O'Connor 3 for 6 passing.
Looks like what? Ben Berry coming over to the side.
That's Ben Berry. Trainer Mark Donnelly right there. Coro hustles in. We're a minute and a half into the second half. The clocks are running. It's Drexler split left. Ryan O'Connor has quarterbacked all the way. As we say, he has 3 completions in the ball game. This might be 4. Down he goes. Long.
Oh, almost came up with a catch there.
This great effort by Keith Kane. Josh McMillan on coverage for Plattsburgh. Second and 10, Seton.
Adams off right side.
Zach Adams just spins, hits hard. He's up to the 30. That'll be a first down for Seton. The 31-yard line, Hornet territory. First possession of the second half. Nothing there. Plattsburgh closes the door on that one. Ran heads up into 52. John Seguin. Who? 51, Chris Legree, and 52, John Seguin team up on that tackle. Loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11. Seton Catholic trying to get their homecoming weekend off with a celebration tonight. Plattsburgh won the junior varsity contest, however. Seton Catholic trying to take advantage of this one. They're up 14-0. Plattsburgh tackle there by Coro and who? Carey. 3rd and 8 for Seton.
You know, and it's really hard for the Hornets to stop this running game of Seton. They run so hard, these runners back there. They hit the holes real quick, and it's right inside the tackles, Foxy. They're not running outside. They're running right inside, and hey, they're moving the ball, controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the clock. It's hard to get back into the ball game.
Yes, credit the line there. Pass here, and
nice.
Knocked away, flag thrown. Plattsburgh defender McMillan, and that'll be...
Yep, there probably was contact that happened right in front of the referee. He was in perfect position over there, Foxy. From here, it looked pretty good, but,
we're pretty far away.
That's right.
And it is against Plattsburgh, so that'll be an automatic first down. So in a situation where the Hornet defense was holding, well, a worse thing goes on. It's a penalty. And that gives Seton a new set of downs. And it kicks the ball inside the 20. Look at this stepped off. Inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Laura Gagnon on camera. Eric Gagnon on stats. He is the stat man. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Goose Gagnon. North Country Cable Network bringing you CVAC High School Football, 6th week of the season. Seton 3-2, Plattsburgh High School 0-5. They're knocking heads on a Friday night at Bailey. 1st and 10 from the 14. Left side, Keith Kane tried to vault over some tacklers. And he's inside the 10 to the 9.
About 5 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 5.
Just running the football, Foxy. Controlling the clock.
5 to 10. 2nd down.
Adams, this time he swings it right, looks for the corner of the end zone and gets in. He was hit once, maybe twice, but still stayed on his feet, got into the end zone from 9 yards out.
That's what, 3 touchdowns tonight for him? Oh my, Fox.
9 yards run.
He's got to be right in the scoring lead too.
Well, he is. Let's see where he stood coming into this game. He was tied for second with 42 points, along with Damiani of Peru and Roberts of Saranac Lake. Zeron of Osable Valley leads with 56. So you tack on 18 points tonight, and that's 60. He leads the CVAC, and Lemke accurate with the toes. So 3 times tonight, it's been Adams with the touchdown, and Lemke with the point after. And you look up at the scoreboard. What's that?
Looks like they're doing push-ups over
How
there.
come guys are doing push-ups over there?
Every time that Seton scores, they run down and do push-ups.
Oh.
Did you see that in the Army-Navy game?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we might start that next year with the Lake City Stars. Every time they score, you and I will jump up on this ledge and do push-ups.
Well, if we both jump up here, we gotta get Charlie Philly out here to put some reinforcements in.
7:37 remaining in the third quarter. The score on the Frechette's Grocery scoreboard is Seton Catholic 21, Plattsburgh High School 0. Dan Lemke to kick it off. Line drive kick. Oh, right into the hands, 28.
Get it right up, turn it upfield. Look at this guy go, Fox.
Plattsburgh carrier number
66.
Oh, I thought it was 56. Radamis Gonzalez. I thought it was 56, but boy, Radamis Gonzalez and his family's, his brother Josh is here and mom is here for the game. His buddies are here.
Hey, let's face it, a guy wearing number 66 doesn't get to carry the ball too much. He took full advantage of it, Foxy, and did darn good.
Yes, he did. 42-yard line, Plattsburgh ball. McMillan, it looked like he was going to escape.
He was going to escape, but he got collared, but I'm trying to pick up the number. Oh, number 1.
Carson Drexler.
About 4 on the play of his
He
second.
must be the number 1 tackler on the team.
That's why he gets to wear 1. Maybe they could get bigger numbers for their backs. Just get some bigger ones so I can see them. Berto comes our way, and as we mentioned early on, you like to get an athlete like Chris Berto involved in the ball game, and I don't think he's had his hands on the football tonight. 2nd and 6 for Plattsburgh. They're looking for Berto. They get it to him complete. The short-handed Chris Berto comes up with it at the Knights 45.
You called that one, Foxy. Boy, you're learning the game.
I've hung around with you 8 years, Goose. 8 years. How many football games have we done together?
So you do listen to me.
I listen to you. Some of it's starting to rub off. From the Knights 45. Plattsburgh trying to get on the move. That's the first completion of the night for McMillan. I know, I'd get greedy. See, my problem as a coach or a quarterback is I'd get greedy. I'd say, gee, that worked to Berto. Now I'm going to go again to it. If it works once, it might work twice. But that'd be my fault because I might get greedy. 2nd and 8. Omar Batter. He's been knocking heads in the middle of the offensive line for the Plattsburgh High School Hornets tonight. Josh McMillan is quarterbacked all the way. Berto split right. And McMillan keeps. Picked up 2 to the 40. Yikes, it's going to be a 2nd and almost 6. Third down. Thank you for that correction, Goose. Durkee split left, Berto right. Quick pass.
Another flag over there? No.
No. They were looking for Durkee. Not sure if a Knight defender got a hand on it, but they set it back to the 40 for a 4th down. It's Kyle Ross in and Durkee out, and Plattsburgh's going to go for it. They re-huddle. Durkee was back to punt. Coach Morris sends in Kyle Ross with the play. Carey in the slot. McMillan to pass, and they connect to Ben Berry.
Oh, yes.
First down Plattsburgh on a big call there. That one worked very well. McMillan to Ben Berry. Got the key first down. Keeps the Hornets' drive alive. You know, don't look now, but with still 17 minutes to play in the ball game, if Plattsburgh could get into the end zone quickly, they'd be back here for a shot at the ball game. They need to get in the end zone but quickly. And you never know. You have a big play, you don't know in 17 minutes. I've seen a big play before. Big play by the defense, and Seton has it. Now, will the whistle say it was dead? Let me tell you, huge Ethan Norcross came up with the ball. He's tough to stop.
They're saying he was down.
So injured Hornet, trainer Mark Donnelly hustling onto the field.
That Norcross is a big boy.
Yes, he is.
Ball carrier was Berry.
Now you look back at the 2 losses that Seton Catholic has. One to Mariah, good football team. One to Peru, right? Both games, Seton Catholic was leading in those ball games, Foxy. You know, so they very well could be undefeated, you know, if things would have went a little bit different, a play here, a play there. A very good football team, the Seton Catholic football team.
Now, who is this? Is this Ben Berry that was injured? Because, boy, he's coming off, and he's coming off slowly, and trainer Donnelly here handling him with kid gloves here. Yes, it's Ben Berry, a real workhorse for Plattsburgh. 2nd and 13, complete to Berto. And Berto gets the first down. He's at the 15.
They tried to take the ball away from him. You got to be a pretty big fella. The rest of the ball away from him. He's a catcher in baseball.
Yeah, he's a catcher in baseball, I'll tell you. All he has to do is pretend that that's a plate of meatloaf, and you'll never get it away from him. I can tell you that right now.
1st and 10 for the Hornets. Big Knight. 15 yards.
From the 15, and you can see what happens if you get the ball. Just do as much as you can to get the ball into the hands of a guy like Berto. Things are going to happen. McMillan, keeper. He might have been thinking of this option play of pitching out, but boy, it's a good thing he knew better.
Yeah.
Haberstroh moved up for the tackle along with, actually the Haberstroh boys teamed up. Dr. Adams coming over to the sidelines to check on Ben Berry. Certainly one of our favorite physicians in the North Country. The father of Seth and Zach Adams, and Dr. Adams always along the sidelines of a football game. Over here to check on Ben Berry. 2nd and 10, Plattsburgh. McMillan. He looks, passes over the middle, well short. They were looking around the end zone for Berto.
Yes. You picked that number right up, did you? Did you?
2:55 remaining in the 3rd. Did we say my darling companion on camera, Laura Gagnon? Did we say the stat man is at work? He's got it all. McMillan in the ball game has 3 second-half completions, and he's 3 of 9 in the ball game. 3rd down play, 3rd and 10 from the 15. They have to make something happen. No chance.
How did he not?
Who ran over him? I can't see that number. 30.
24.
20. No, 44. John Haberstroh. The Haberstroh boys playing some fired up defense. Oh, wait a minute. What's wrong here? McMillan is very upset. He's coming off the field, and McMillan is very upset. This is not good. Plattsburgh takes a timeout. I'm not sure what happened, but McMillan is off the field. Coach Billy Myers there, but oh boy, this is not good. I've never seen anything like this. A flag is down. I don't know. Has McMillan been ejected from the game?
You'll get your ticket. The number is 0482.
Now what happened?
I don't know.
Did McMillan get injured? Trainer Donnelly is talking with him. I'm not sure. Who's the flag against?
It's against the Hornets.
3-3.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Go over to the PJ area and pick up your winnings.
Well, frustration, I guess, setting in. I did not see what happened, so I can't comment on it. And the fans around us didn't see what happened either. We only saw the aftermath of that, and it's very uncharacteristic of Josh McMillan to do that. So it's going to be 4th down Plattsburgh. Penalty pushes it way back. So what looked like a good situation for Plattsburgh, a 1st and 10 from the 15 is now 4th and forever from the 35.
Now Bertle's quarterbacking.
Yes, Chris Bertle quarterbacks. He drops back, rolls out, fires the end zone. Durkee's open and out of it. Bertle fires the touchdown pass. 35-yard touchdown pass. Chris Bertle to Nate the Great Durkee.
Oh, boy, there's a surprise there, Foxy. Hey, first play, you put him in that quarterback, and he throws it up on the run. He rolled out. He kept looking. Found Nate. Hey, what's that Hornet? Big score right there, Foxy.
Oh, Goose, I know we can't say I told you so. I know we can't do that, but just something happens when Chris Bertle gets his hands on the football. 2:28 remaining, and the Plattsburgh High School Hornets have struck like lightning. Bertle holds, and Bodette kicks. It's good. Bodette almost kicked it against the scoreboard. Steve Bodette with the point after, and with 2:28 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the score on the, a flag is down on this one, so before I say the score, let's find out. Eddie LaMarche had to retrieve the football. Bodette kicked that ball so hard, they might have to put air in it.
Illegal procedure against the Hornets.
So erase the 1 point that we had tacked on. The stat man's got the eraser working, and we'll see what happens here. The Hornets will have to try it again. Our spotter and technical advisor tonight has been Craig Berto. He's been working the Michigans. That's his 4th one. The point after here is wide right. So in a tougher situation, the Hornets come up empty. 2:28 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The score on the Frechette's grocery scoreboard is Seton 21 and Plattsburgh High School 6. 12 plays, 58 yards, touchdown Plattsburgh, scoring strike. Chris Bertle, his first touchdown pass of the season to Nate Durkee. From the 15, and slip there, and quick coverage Plattsburgh. Ben Berry, first man to arrive on the scene. So the Hornet defense out onto the field, try to hold Seton and get the ball back. We did some more talking with some people about the situation involving Josh McMillan. Apparently on the last play when he was tackled, Josh felt he had been roughed up from what we can determine, and started to voice his concerns to the officials, and eventually there was a flag thrown against Plattsburgh, and we'll just leave it at that.
Adams to the outside.
Adams tackled by Blake. What number? Carey, 22. Thank you.
Tackled by Carey on the field.
14 minutes remaining in this one.
2nd and 8.
3 Zach Adams touchdowns has been the big story for Seton Catholic tonight. And Plattsburgh's story, just when you least expect it, Chris Berto in for one play in the quarterback spot, and he throws a 4th down, 35-yard touchdown pass. Nate Durkee took it from 5 yards out and tiptoed into the end zone.
Adams up the middle.
Again, Adams on the carry. Plattsburgh shuts the door, pickup of 1. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Seton Catholic.
You know, and just a play like that, Fox, you can turn the game around and the momentum can swing back to another team. That's how quickly things can change.
Clayton Morris, the head coach of Plattsburgh High School, assisted by Pete McMillan and Billy Myers and Matt Rogers. And we're sure Neil Bolin is someplace. He's the junior varsity coach. 3rd and 5. Pitch. Adams turns the corner. Upfield, cross the 40. And I'm guessing Adams is over 100 yards tonight. Carries?
Over 100 carries.
Over 100 yards in carries. He's certainly the workhorse, and by far the workhorse of the league. From the Knights 40. 1st and 10. Quick pass over the middle. Hornet territory, 44-yard line. That one complete from to Seth Adams from Ryan O'Connor.
Just when you think you got one Adams down, the other one picks up.
Quick look in to Seth Adams.
That was an old play, Boxy.
Was it?
Yeah, it was called 180 jump.
And who would it go? From who to who? From Larry Carpenter to, or who would pass it? Who would catch it?
An old
OLVA play.
Yeah.
From the Plattsburgh 44. Again, O'Connor takes to the air, downfield, wide open. Complete and a touchdown. A 44-yard touchdown pass to Keith Kane. Ryan O'Connor threw a beauty there.
And Kane made a nifty move right there. Let the runner run by him, the defender run by him, Nate Durkee, and then just pranced into the end zone. And hey, they got that score back, just what they wanted, up by 3 touchdowns again.
They got it back in about 2 minutes. And then Dan Lemke, who's a perfect 3 for 3 with his foot tonight. O'Connor to hold. It's set. And Lemke makes easy work of that one. He's 4 for 4 with 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. The score on the Frechette Grocery scoreboard is Seton Catholic 28, Plattsburgh 6. Seton Catholic now has scored 128 points on the season. They have surrendered 62. Richmond scoops it up at the 11. He has breakaway speed, but he has to get into the open, and he's stacked up around the 25. Plattsburgh High School now on the season has scored 44 points. However, they have surrendered 197 points.
Yard line, 1st and 10.
Now, Foxy, McMillan's back in the game, so he didn't get ejected from the game.
No, I'm glad to hear that. I guess he was so upset that he came out for that one play. McMillan broke one arm tackle, but then 3 Knights sandwich him in,
Along with Adams.
including
At the end of the 3rd.
Haberstroh. and Haverstraw. We played 3. The score on the Frechette Grocery scoreboard is Seton Catholic 28 and Plattsburgh High School 6.
For 3, the Hornets will have their ball, but the ball on their own 24-yard line, second down and 12.
Second and 12 from the Plattsburgh 23-yard line as we open the fourth quarter. McMillan passes, intercepted. It's Haverstraw, heads for the end zone near the 10, picked up by Billy Haverstraw. And that's tough break when you try throwing deep in your own territory, but Plattsburgh in a situation down by 22 points, they had to come out firing and it backfired.
That's right, Foxy. When you're behind like that, bad things can happen when you put that ball up in the air.
McGinley now in at quarterback.
What's the turnovers? Two Plattsburgh turnovers tonight. Seton has turned the ball over once. 8 seconds into the fourth quarter and Seton is sitting pretty. They have the ball on the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Hornet 13. McGinley, the quarterback. Oh, near the end zone. Oh my goodness. Just short. Who was the ball carrier? Ryan McGinley is the quarterback, number 12.
And he handed it off to Kane, and
Kane again.
Made a nice run, Foxy. Almost brought it right in.
Keith Kane. McMillan comes out. He's limping. It's tough going both ways, and you don't like to see your quarterback going both ways. That's a tough situation, but I suppose a lot of high school teams have to do that. From the 1-yard line, touchdown. Seton touchdown, ball carrier, you tell me. I can't see in the pile-up.
I still can't make it out.
Oh, what's the matter, Goose?
Well, he's limping off the field.
Oh. The big guy way over there was the ball carrier. 30, I don't know what that says. 30 would be Chris Wells. 20? Well, we know 20 is Seth Adams. If it's 20, it's Seth Adams. We'll let the stat man decide. He's got the stats. The kick. And this one kicked by Chris Wells. Chris Wells adds the extra point. So 1 minute into the fourth quarter, the score now on the Frechette's Grocery scoreboard is Seton Catholic 35, Plattsburgh High School 6. Well, the Seton Catholic Knights get their homecoming weekend off to a bang, and they have 11:06 to play. It's one of those football games, if you're in Seton shoes, you just soon see it continue. From the 25, Dominic Richmond. He carries it about 10 yards upfield, and it'll be Plattsburgh ball. Number 59 for Plattsburgh's hustling out into the field. Omar Batter, the center. Kyle Ross, 33. 24, of course, is Nick Walker. Dominic Richmond's in the backfield.
11 minutes.
McMillan is on the bench on the sidelines, and Chris Berto will be in the quarterback spot. Batter leads the team out of the huddle. Chris Berto with Dominic Richmond and I think Kyle Ross in the backfield. Not sure, though. That might be Blake in the backfield. Yeah, it was Blake. Berto fires over the middle. He's 2 for 2. Complete to Kyle Ross from the wide receiver left side. Steve Baudet in. Ross comes out. He made the carry. Drops the mouthpiece. He's all excited about that. 1st and 10 for Plattsburgh.
Earl fired that right in, put it down nice and low where it couldn't be intercepted, Foxy.
Berto just waved over to us.
Yeah, I think he's on the low. What's this? Oh,
Richmond to midfield. Picked up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 Hornets.
Gain of about 4-3 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down for the Hornets.
First downs in this ball game.
2nd and a long 6.
Plattsburgh now with 6 and Seton with 15. From midfield, 2nd and 6 for the Hornets. Chris Berto in at quarterback. Oh, pressure on here. He got hit from behind. Incomplete pass. The arm was coming forward. He was here. Who's that? 50-something. 55 or 56, huh? 55 is Brent Haley. There's no 56.
You're good at these numbers.
I can tell you what, Chris Bouyer's out there. He's right in the middle. He's number 50, sticking his nose right in things. Number 12 is Brian McGinley. .30 is Chris Wells. 3rd down and 6 Hornets. The give.
Short gain on the ball. Going to bring up a 4th.
Carey picks up a yard. It'll be 4th and 5.
4th and 6.
McMillan back out onto the field.
Remaining to be played.
9:50 remaining.
Hornets will go for it on 4th down.
Berto on the run. Fires on the run, complete to McMillan. McMillan inside the 20. Oh, Berto accurate with the passes. McMillan showing speed in the receiver spot. Ben Blake, the ball carrier there, flag down.
Tackled by Haley.
Haley in on the tackle. We'll see what the flag is.
Looks like holding.
Plattsburgh with the ball inside the 20.
Ben Blake just got booted.
Oh boy! Yep, the referee that's Bruce McCormick escorting Ben Berry off the field. Apparently, his second unsportsmanlike penalty or something similar. Second penalty. If you have 2 such penalties in a ball game. Then you are ejected. And I don't know, I think in Section 7, if you're ejected from one, you sit out the next. I think that covers all the sports. And a big penalty stepped off here. And I'll say this hasn't been an easy game to officiate. But the Hornets will play -1. Berto back. Got him around the legs and he's sacked at the 35. Let's see who gets credit for this one. 57. Thanks for the help, spotters. That's Wayne Rabideau. Laura's got that zoom lens cooking. I wonder if they make zoom lens for play-by-play announcers. I could get binoculars, right?
Yes, binoculars.
I think for now on, for night games, I'm bringing
You
binocs.
can get those kind, they're right on the glasses there, probably. You can wear them the whole time.
I don't want that.
Yeah, you look good to that.
Yeah, but the Michigan Aida halftime would look huge. Berto on 3rd down, fires over the middle. Oh man!
It was in his hands, but I think there was the mix-up because there was two receivers crossing right near each other.
Yes, McMillan and Bodette sort of doing the crisscross around the 10-yard line. But Berto fired that one right on line. Kyle Ross comes in and Steve Bodette out. 7:51 remaining in this one. It's Seton 35, Plattsburgh 6. Big homecoming weekend game for Seton Catholic. Coach Larry Carpenter and the boys will be happy. 4th down play. Berto passes. He had time. Fires for the corner. McMillan touchdown! Berto to McMillan.
Boy, did he lay that up perfectly, Foxy. He took a wicked hit after, but he got right back up. But boy, he put the ball right on the money.
34-yard touchdown pass. Chris Berto to Josh McMillan. And Berto has 2 touchdown passes. I don't know how many passes he's even thrown or attempted on the season. But let me tell you, he's made things happen in the quarterback spot, and McMillan, who started the game at quarterback, gets the touchdown. That's fun too. And now Steve Bodette will put the toes to it.
Oh,
That one's good. Chris Berto with the hold. And with 7:43 remaining, the score on the Frechette's Grocery scoreboard is Seton Catholic 35, Plattsburgh High 13.
Side kick.
Onside kick. Oh, covered almost, but nicely covered by Seton at the 42. Good heads-up play by the veteran John Haberstroh. And a little sneaky kick there. Chris Legree slid in and booted the onside attempt. We're in the 4th quarter at Bailey Avenue Field. And kind of a nice rare treat for us because we know so many of the Plattsburgh High School fans and so forth and parents. And usually when we do a game here at Bailey, the Plattsburgh team is on the other side. Well, we got a little extra chit-chat with the Hornet fans tonight, and that was a nice treat for us because it's a Seton Catholic home game. Carry to the 45. Ball carrier down on the bottom. Seth Adams at number 20. He's getting some work. What's the matter now? Now Chris Berto here wearing the earphones, the headphones. He's communicating up top with a coach. What coach is that? What coach is that? Coach Winicky, huh? Yeah, I thought so. Yes. Coach Dan Winicky. Huh? Okay, Laura wants a timeout. 7:15 remaining in the 4th quarter. The score on the Frechette's Grocery scoreboard, Seton 35, Plattsburgh 13. Flag thrown. No sooner do we get the cameras back on and we have a flag thrown.
You said your hands are in boxing?
Yes, Goose.
Should I page Dr. Adams to come up here?
Well, I wonder if he could look at it. A number of weeks ago, I accidentally stabbed my hand while doing a little work around the kitchen. I was playing gourmet chef, and I had one of those fillet knives, and I accidentally stabbed myself right in the meat part of my hand. And, of course, I got all kind of attention at the emergency room at CVPH and all that. But lately, after it healed, it's kind of been bothering me. I might have to go get a checkup. 2nd and 11 from the 40. It's Haberstroh in motion. They pitch. Oh, loose ball in the backfield, but Haberstroh, John Haberstroh scooped it up, but it'll be loss on the play. 7 minutes remaining. We hope you'll keep watching Falcon Cable, Public Access Channel 5. For local events, we're filling that evening slate as much as we can. Most evenings, sometime between 7 and 11, you'll look for some local programming, we hope. And if you have questions about our programming, give me a call, Foxy Gagnon at 561-0616. Nice draw play, but Plattsburgh, broke the tackle! Haberstroh still on his feet! And he's slipped himself.
But boy, what a nice run. Hey, no quit in him. Looks like they had him corralled right at the line of scrimmage, Foxy, but he broke loose, and hey, I think the reason for that was he kept the legs going.
Probably so. Wholesale substitutions for Seton Catholic. McGinley's been quarterbacking. Now we've got a 4th and 5, so because of that penalty prior to this, Haberstroh didn't get the first down. So a 4th and 5, and we'll have a punting situation at his own 35. Low snap. Nice. But nice kick. Taken at the 28. Who is that? Driven out of bounds. Who is it? Bodette. Thank you. Change of possessions, 5:24 remaining in the 4th. It's Seton 35, Plattsburgh 13. Plattsburgh up to the line. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Berto. He's dropped there. And I'll tell you, defensively, Bill Haberstroh having a big ball game.
Loss of about 9 on the play. 2nd down and 19.
5 sacks, Foxy.
5 sacks?
Yes.
Plattsburgh's been sacked 5 times?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. 4:50 remaining. Hey, come on. 2nd and 18. Pass over the middle. 2 steps away was Josh McMillan at midfield. Berto fired that one like a dart, but just a little ahead of McMillan. And it's 3rd down, Plattsburgh. 3rd and 17. McMillan came to the sidelines, but he's back on the field. Plattsburgh was 1 player short. He's in the huddle, and the best the guys can say here is it's a pass play. Berto checks with his backs, and they're up to the line. 3rd and long, Plattsburgh from their own 23. Berto again to pass. Open downfield, a race for the ball. Nice defense by McGinley, and they were looking to hit Bodette.
Did you see that number right there?
Yeah, I knew that was Bodette. Bodette's been at the field all afternoon. He was one of the first varsity players here to watch the junior varsity game. In fact, he helped set up the equipment.
Back to kick.
Big kick there.
Oh, yeah.
By Durkee, and it takes the Hornet bounce.
Nice will take over. 1st and 10.
It'll be Seton ball, 4:20. Goose, what's been keeping you busy lately?
Oh, work, Foxy.
A lot of work. Been doing any fishing?
No fishing, took a break from fishing. We'll pick it up soon in another week.
I don't want to say too much, but I spoke today with Mr. Charlie Filion, who's the constructor of this press box, as you well know. He put the roof over our heads, and Charlie says the salmon fishing has been great. I don't want to give away too many clues about the hot spots, but the salmon fishing has been great this year. Just a little pointer for you, Goose.
You ever catch a salmon?
Never caught a salmon.
What have you caught?
I'll tell you in a minute. Haberstroh, driven out of bounds right in front of the Seton bench. I caught a cold last December, Goose, and I've caught a great northern pike, as you know. You were there.
And?
A muskie?
No,
I don't know.
No.
The other one I caught?
Please, it was just on TV.
I thought that was a pike. Oh, it was a trout. A trout. I've caught one trout.
Trout?
No, it was a brown trout.
No, it was a lake trout?
Lake trout, that's what I meant. Yeah, one lake trout, and I've caught a great northern pike. Not a regular pike, it was a great northern pike. Oh, huge penalty. Face mask penalty. Seton with a first down, now from Plattsburgh territory, the 44. Oh my, too many flags. I hate to see how many penalties. I hope we don't know.
And now they started off on the far side. It looked like the end on the far side, and that's closest to Larry Carpenter.
Yeah.
Dum-da-dum-dum.
First and 15 for Seton, and they'll have the ball 1 yard into Hornets territory. Seton 35, Plattsburgh 13, the final 4 minutes. Great defensive job there for Plattsburgh by Tyson Tyrell.
He lives in Johnson Avenue.
Johnson Avenue boy. Coming onto the field now, Eric Ficasello. He replaces, I'll tell you in a sec, John Seguin. Carey's coming off the field. Nick Walker with defensive coverage on Haberstroh.
Nice move there.
Haberstroh to the 25, wrestled out of bounds there. It's been a hard-hitting game and a bruising kind of game, and that's what happens when those inner-city rivals, as you called them, the crosstown rivals, Goose, get together. Just 3:14 remaining, and Seton on the march again. We're going to recap the scoring in a second.
Okay, sounds good.
You got to have those stats. See, that's like a little teaser. That way people won't break away to the kitchen to get a sody pop or a ham sandwich. They'll wait for the statistics. Recap the scoring.
The quarterback.
Did you learn that from John Madden?
Well, he knew something about ham sandwiches, I'll tell you that. Seton scored in the first quarter, 5:32, 24-yard touchdown run by Adams. The kick was good by Lemke. Seton 7-0. 4.5 minutes, second quarter, 9:55 mark, 4-yard touchdown run by Adams. A kick by Lemke made it 14-0. And that was the score at halftime. Third quarter, 7:37, 9-yard touchdown run by Adams. The kick by Lemke made it 21-0.
Haberstroh, straight up the middle.
Haberstroh didn't, oh yes, close to the first down. Plattsburgh got on the scoreboard. Third quarter, 2:28 remaining. A fourth down play, 35-yard TD pass. Chris Berto, who was in replacing the quarterback Josh McMillan, hit Nate Durkee. Kick missed. Seton 21, Plattsburgh 6. Seton came right back. 2 minutes later, 44-yard TD pass. O'Connor to Kane. The kick by Lemke made it 28-6 Seton. In the fourth quarter, Seton, a 1-yard touchdown run by Adams. The kick by Wells was good. Seton 35, Plattsburgh 6. Another first down, Seton. And then Plattsburgh scored at the 7:43 mark. 35-yard TD pass. Berto to McMillan. Kick by Bodette was good. It's 35-13 thanks to the stat man.
Good job.
Well, a lot of scoring tonight.
First down, but nice on the Hornet, 11-yard line.
A minute and a half, 90 seconds, you can count them. But Seton knocking on the door again. They have a 1st and 10 from about the 10.5-yard line. Laura Gagnon once again, great job on camera. We appreciate her work. McGinley in at quarterback, Haberstroh in motion. Flags all around, and it gives quarterback McGinley a chance to go over towards the sidelines. Coach Carpenter says you're on your own. They're going to step off the penalty against Seton. So it's 1st and 15 from the 15.5-yard line. Procedure penalty. Great job by the officials. You had all their names. We know them by now. It's a bunch of great referees. Bruce McCormick's been the man in the white hat, though. We've been eyeballing him tonight. He's been doing a great job. 55 seconds remaining. McGinley pitches. Haberstroh, left side, looks, turns it upfield. Nice tackle, Plattsburgh. Oh, now gang tackle. Who's that? Hornet on the bottom. If I had the binoculars, I'd tell you. Hornet on the bottom of the pile. Slow to get up. Last man up. There he is. Nice tackle. I think it's Nate Durkee, but looks to me like Nate, but who is it? 41, Nate Durkee. I called that one right. Want to thank our spotters. Craig Berto helped us out spotting some things. Gerald Berto helped us out spotting some things. And a big tip of the cap to everybody at Frechette's Grocery. And Haberstroh can't turn the corner. Durkee there again. As the buzzer sounds with Nickel Walker on the tackle. That ends this one. Laura, thanks for your work. Appreciate it very much. The stat man, as always, busy with the pencils. Thanks very much, Eric. Goose, recap this one in 30 words or less.
I don't know if I could do in 30 or less, but hey, Seton Catholic played a good game. You know, ball control game. You know, scored, got ahead. Hornets had to come out, and hey, they put Berto in at quarterback, and he can throw the ball, and maybe they found something there, huh?
Okay, well, we'll see in the weeks ahead, but for this one, Seton Catholic goes to a 4-2 mark, and Plattsburgh High School still looking for its first win of the 1998 football season. This is Foxy Gagnon. Final score from Bailey Avenue. Seton Catholic 35, Plattsburgh High School 13. Good night, North Country.